Hello everyone. So today I'm starting topic is operators and it is from unit 3, that is fundamentals of Java programming. Subject is information technology and subject code is 802. So operators in mathematics, as we use various operators for addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So in the same way, in programming language also, for mathematical calculations, for writing programs, we use different operators. Okay, so operators are special symbols in a programming language and perform certain specific operations. For example, if you are using addition operator, then it is for addition. Similarly, for subtraction, there is subtraction operator. So for a particular task, to perform a particular operation, there is a specific operator for that. So you have already seen two operators, that is multiplication and division in percentage calculating program in my previous video. So now we will study more about the operators. So firstly, arithmetic operators. So these are the operators which are as follows. First is for addition, we use operator this. For subtraction, for multiplication, for division, for modulus. What the meaning of modulus? It means returns the remainder of division of values of operands. For example, if we are dividing 3 number by 2, then when we divide it, 2 ones are 2, the remainder left is 1. So that is the modulus, that the remainder we get after the division. Then there is increment operator and decrement operator. Increment operator, if it means like if value is 1 and I have to increment it by 1, so I will use it plus plus symbol for that, increment operator. And for decrement, if I have to reduce one value, so I'll use decrement operator. Okay, now relational operators. For relational operators, we use equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equals to, and less than or equals to. And these are the symbols. For equals to we use double equals to sign, not equals to we use exclamation and equals to sign, greater than, less than, greater than equals to, and less than equals to. Okay, now there is assignment operators. Assignment operator means if we have to assign any value to any variable, then these are the assignment operators. Symbol, for simple assignment we use only single equals to sign. For add and assignment, as there are two functions here, add and you have to then assign, so you will use plus and equals to operator for this. Now subtract and assignment, again minus and equals to operator. Multiply and assignment, multiplication and equals to operator. Divide and assignment, divides operator and equals to. And then for modulus and assignment, you will use operator for modulus, and then for assignment it's equals to. Okay, then logical operators. Logical operators means if you have to perform logic operations, okay, then you will use for logic and this is the symbol, for logical or this is the symbol, and for logical not this is the symbol. So these all are the symbols which we use in programming language. Now there is control flow. Control flow, as in programming language, what is a program? It is nothing but a set of instructions which we give to the computer, okay, which we write in our programming language, and according to that we get the specific output. So control flow, it means the sequence in which you are writing a program and the execution of that statements, that comes under the control flow. So Java execute instruction in sequential order, that is one after the other. However, sometimes you might want to execute an instruction only if a condition holds true, or you may want to execute a set of instruction repeatedly until a condition is met. It means like if you want to write any program for specific condition, like if you want to write that if percentage is greater than equals to 40, then you have to say the person is student is failed. Otherwise, if percentage is greater than equals to 75, you have to show that percentage is student is having first division. Okay, so what these all things, or if you want to specify the conditions true or false, according to this you want your output, then we use specific flow structures for that. Okay, so first one is selection structure. For this we have considered an example, like if you, a person will carry an umbrella only when it's raining outside. Okay, so the condition which is followed here, that if it is raining outside you carry an umbrella, otherwise not. Okay, so here two conditions are here. So what you have to do, firstly look outside the window, and after looking outside the window you have to see whether it is raining or not. So you will write here the condition, that is it raining. Okay, so if it is raining, it will true, that if it's raining then carry an umbrella. And if it's false, it means if outside there is no raining, then you don't have to carry an umbrella. So these are the two conditions of true or false, means you have to meet the specific condition in that. So for these things we write two, we take two specific statements, writing if else statement and switch statement. So now we will study about if else statement. So in English, if else means, if means अगर ये condition true है, okay, otherwise else means otherwise false. Okay, if else की condition अगर ये है, then this operation will perform, and else नहीं तो ये वाला operation perform होगा. So the if statement in Java lets us execute a block of code depending upon whether an expression evaluates to true or false. Now here syntax for if. Firstly we will study about only syntax for if condition. So if, in bracket we will write expression, means the condition, and in curly braces we will write statements. So in the curly braces we will write the statement. This is what? This is the block of code. Okay, block of code that in which you will write multiple statements in one block. The expression given in the round bracket after the if keyword is a condition. Okay, an expression constructed using relational and logical operator. If the condition evaluates to true, the block of code following if is executed. Okay, so for this let us consider an example of percentage. If percentage is greater than equals to 40, it means कि अगर percentage greater than equals to 40 है तो आउटपुट हमें क्या मिले, system dot out dot println, मीन्स क्या प्रिंट हो, पास्ट. आउटपुट आपको क्या मिलेगा, पास्ट. बट दिस इज ओनली इफ कंडीशन. नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट इफ एंड एल्स, मीन्स कि वो ये स्टेटमेंट भी प्रूव करे अगर ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 40 है. बट वट इफ, अगर हमें ये प्रिंट करवाना हो कि अगर कंडीशन ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 40 की नहीं है, देन क्या प्रिंट होना चाहिए, देन हमें कोई आउटपुट प्रिंट करवानी है, उसके लिए हम इफ़ एल्स कंडीशन यूज़ करेंगे. एंड फर्स्टली इसके लिए सिंटेक्स क्या है, इफ़ एक्सप्रेशन स्टेटमेंट्स. इफ़ कंडीशन, कंडीशन विल ओनली वन, बेस्ड ऑन दैट कंडीशन यू विल सी ट्रू और फॉल्स. अगर ये कंडीशन ट्रू है देन दिस स्टेटमेंट विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड. इफ दिस कंडीशन इज नॉट ट्रू देन एल्स स्टेटमेंट विल गेट एग्जीक्यूटेड. ओके, now for this consider an example. If percentage is greater than 40 then output will get passed. Else अगर greater than equals to 40 नहीं होती, it means कि like someone who is having percentage that is 39%, then what the output we will get, it should be printed failed. So in that case else condition will get print, it will not get this one print. Okay, then else condition will print. So what it happens here, firstly in if condition it's check this condition. If this condition is true then this will execute, otherwise control will get to this statement and this will get execute. Sometimes you want to execute block of code based on the evaluation of two or more conditional expression. Now what, in this case we have used only one condition. If I want to use more than one condition at same time, then what the logical operators I will be using, and or logical operator. So in this case I have used and logical operator. In and logical operator there are two conditions. Okay, and what is in it, for and return true if values of both A and B are true, false otherwise. It means that to execute this statement, first condition and second condition both should be true, otherwise control will get to next statement. Okay, now here what it is happening, firstly it will check percentage greater than equals to 40 and percentage less than 60. It means कि someone is having percentage, if we consider someone is having percentage 45%, it means कि that percentage is greater than 40 and less than 60. So in that case both the conditions are true. So what it will we will get the output that passed with second division. Okay, now next is if percentage greater than equals to 60. It means like if the condition is someone is having percentage 70, so that in that case what we will get the output that passed with first division. If percentage less than 40, it means someone is having percentage 39%, then what we will get the output, failed. So it is all about the conditions. Okay, now if else statement can also be nested. You can have another if else statement. So what is the meaning of nested? Nested means in one statement you will write another statement. Okay, means inside that one function you will be writing one more if else statement. If percentage greater than equals to 50, system dot out dot println passed. If percentage greater than equals to 75. So this if statement we are writing in the first if statement block of code. Okay, in this case what we have done, if condition, its statement and statement closed, block code closed. Second statement we have written if condition, then block of code closed. Then for the another one we have written third if condition and block of code closed, braces closed. But here what we are doing, we are starting this curly braces for first if statement, and inside that if statement we are writing second if statement. So this is what, this is nested, that you are writing one if condition in another if condition, in the same if condition. Okay, so in this case what it's happening, if percentage greater than equals to 40, system dot out dot println passed. And if percentage greater than equals to 75, system dot out dot println with distinction. Else, so this is the both the if condition which we are using one inside the other, and in else case it will execute this statement. So now see this program, what it is writing here, that firstly we are writing percentage calculator program and it is main method. So inside the main method what we are writing the code of statements, because whenever we execute Java program, firstly what it happens, the statements or the method main, it is executed first. Okay, so for this we have taken variables total underscore marks, marks underscore obtained and percentage. So these all three are the variables we have assigned, initialized it, we have initialized these variables. Okay, now percentage, for percentage calculating we have the formula marks obtained upon total marks into 100. So we have written this formula for that. Now system dot out dot println students percentage, so this will print the student percentage. After that conditions on percentage, I have to show the conditions of on percentage. So first if condition is if percentage greater than equals to 40, it means कि someone किसी स्टूडेंट की परसेंटेज अगर 40 या 40 से ग्रेटर है, सो क्या प्रिंट हो, पास्ड. देन वी हैव यूज्ड हियर नेस्टेड इफ. इनसाइड दैट वी हैव यूज्ड इफ परसेंटेज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 75, then what it will get print with distinction. After that else means if both the conditions are false, or both the if conditions are false, then control will come to else part and system dot out dot println failed. It means the failed will get the output. This was the all about this code. Now marks underscore obtained, for example we have changed here marks underscore obtained equals to 144, and then we have calculated the percentage, and after that Again we have applied this same conditions. If percentage greater than equals to 40, then I'll get passed. If percentage greater than equals to 75, then it will get print with distinction. Otherwise, if both these conditions get false, then control will print failed. Now the output will get students percentage 86.5 and with distinction students 2 percentage equals to 36. So in this case what is happening, see, we have taken total marks equals to 400, marks underscore obtained equals to 346. So when these values will get calculated in this formula, marks obtained divided by total marks, and then that product will get division, answer will get multiplied by 100. So the output we will get 86.5. For next what we are doing, we are changing the marks to underscore obtained 144. So in this case what it will happen, 36.0 will get the output. Okay, in this case the marks obtained will be 144, but the total underscore marks will same, that is 400, and that will after the division will multiply that by 100 and will get the 36.0 as the percentage of the second student. And this passed and with distinction, this is the condition which we have used here. So this was all about the if else condition. So in next video we'll study about the switch statement. Till then, have a nice day and thank you.